He offered Jesus these excuses. Jesus does not address his excuses. That's what I love about it. That's what I love about him. He doesn't address the man's excuses. He just gives the man his assignment. Take up your bed and walk. Take up your bed and walk. Because I believe Jesus understood something, Jermaine, that we don't understand. Our excuses don't dissipate when we offer them. Our excuses dissipate when we surrender to him. You want to give God a good reason. You want to know a good reason to bless him. You want to know a good reason to keep going on. Just surrender. Your excuses are going to stay there until you are completely surrendered to God's will. Matter of fact, beloved, you can be walking with God and talking with God and living with God and still offering God excuse after excuse after excuse. But when you got tired of all of the stuff you're going through and you made up in your mind, I'm just going to give it over to God. I'm just going to trust God. He began to take all those excuses out of the way. You begin to say stuff like, I'm more than a conqueror. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Because you've been down you've been down so long. And God is saying, I'm tired of you offering excuses. I'm not even going to address them because they're not done. They're not dissipated when you bring them and offer them to me. They're dissipated when you just surrender. I got to move on. The man, Jesus says to the man, take up your bed and walk. Look at what happens next. The man is going down the street, walking with his bed on his back, and some Jews come up and say, man, don't you know it's the Sabbath? It's illegal for you to carry your bed from a private place to a public place or a public place to a private place on the Sabbath. You're breaking the law. The man says to them, that man that told me to take up my bed and walk, he's the one. The man that healed me is the one that told me to take up my bed and walk. The man that delivered me told me to take up my bed and walk. I'm just doing what the man said. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? He tells them, I'm just doing what the man said. Now, then they say, well, who is he? And he reveals something about himself. He says, he don't really know who he is. So he goes to church a few days later. And Jesus sees him in the temple. And Jesus walks up to him and says, this awesome verse in 14. After Jesus found him in the temple and said to him, see, you've been made well. Sin no more, lest a worse thing come upon you.